Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and lovers of drones everywhere, welcome to Thursday Night Live. And that's all the strength I got.
Come on, man. Fake it till you feel it.
I put it all into the intro. Man, those kidney stones just whooped my ass. The last 4 days, it's like, I think I'm over it. Oh, no. Anyway, in case you didn't know, I've had kidney stones the last 4 days. In and out of the hospital. It sucked. Anyway, hey, Kelly Green's here. Let's try not to think about the kidney stones. Tell us what's new with you medically.
Well, you and I both spent time in hospitals this week. Me with a colonoscopy, you with the kidney stones. How old are we? Yes, we're both in our 50s. Getting old is terrible. Don't ever do it.
I don't think kidney stones is an old person's thing, is it? I think you can get them at any age. But you only get the good ones when you're over 50.
They're like this when you're 50. They're like this big.
Gonna be a fun show tonight. Health stuff notwithstanding. Drew Camden from Rotor Riot. He's going to be on with us now. Now, hold on. I know what you camera drones are saying. FPV. But some of you are like, yes, FPV. So if you're thinking about getting into FPV, we're going to talk about entry-level FPV stuff and how you can get into it. Drew is the guy to talk about getting into FPV. Yes, Kelly.
Rumor has it, confirm or deny, Drew Camden will be taking on me, the champ, in a round of 1 second song. The 10 pounds of gold is on my shoulder. It'll be staying there all night long. It'll be there next week. Woo! If you think you're man enough to step up and be somebody, tonight's your night. But let me tell you, many have tried, all have failed. Tonight will be no different.
It is true. We're going to play 1 second song. And since Drew is kind of a youngin', we're going to play Generation Gap Game 1 second song TV theme edition.
Woo!
Yeah. So that'll be fun. We're going to play that later. And the prize for tonight, your choice of a set of Gem Fan Moonlight props for your FPV quad. These light up with batteries. Or a box of Poop Like a Champion.
What?
Oh, yeah. This is high fiber cereal. So, you know, whether you win this or this, either one of these prizes is the shit.
I feel like I already ate a box of that the last couple of days.
Awesome. And my morning show partner from WJLI, Rock 98.3, Paducah, Kentucky, is going to join us because he's a manned pilot, and he had something very interesting happen to him the other day. A large bird almost took his plane out. And there are
we California condor?
No, it was a big bird. It wasn't big, kids. It wasn't Big Bird. Big Bird is fine. Snuffleupagus is fine. But this was a big bird, and there are horrifically bloody pictures that we'll share in just a little bit. But speaking of birds, before we get too far out, we have to thank our sponsor, our favorite sponsor of all time, the one that keeps the lights on here. I'm talking about the Cadillac of processed meat, Pigeon Jerky.
You'll enjoy pigeon jerky, the Cadillac of processed meats. You'll enjoy pigeon jerky, and you'll give your family a treat. It's balanced nutrition to help them grow.
Yeah!
And it's full of fiber to make them go.
Here we go!
You'll enjoy pigeon jerky,
the Cadillac of processed meats. Yeah! Oh, thank you, Pigeon Jerky. Yes, Kelly. You look like you wanted to say
question.
something. Yeah.
Snuffleupagus was a bird?
No, I don't know what he was. He was imaginary for a long time. Okay. Remember how like none of the adults believe that he exists? How frustrating for the kids. No, really? I saw. No, really? Okay, kid.
Get the belt out.
Right? Yeah, right.
With that lion.
Now, speaking of Pigeon Jerky, I actually, when I was in Texas for Spin Up, and I'll have Spin Up video to share with everyone later, but I actually visited the secret Pigeon Jerky factory, the farms, Pigeon Jerky Farms.
Really?
Yes, and I'll share that with you right now. Check this out. This is an exclusive. Hey everybody, I'm here at the secret Pigeon Jerky factory where they make the pigeon jerky that you love so much. Now this is going to be a fresh batch that he's working on.
White jerky on this one.
Yeah. What's this one's name?
Mr. Grizzle.
Mr. Grizzle. So, do you think Mr. Grizzle will be delicious? I think he will be. Oh, he looks yummy. Nice.
Watch your head on that.
That meat will just fall off the bone.
Back up. He'll come out.
Oh, he will come charging. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Yeah, we got to get him out and get him exercise. These are free range pigeons. Hey guys, what are you doing? Are you avoiding me? Hey, okay. Was there something I said?
Okay.
Ooh, boy. Oh yeah, so you can see how we, we get only the best free range pigeons.
Yeah, thanks for not showing the bloody part where you chop their heads off and then run them through the old grinder.
Nobody wants to see that. Nobody wants to see where we decapitate them. Anyway, Kelly, what's new with you? Tell us what's new with you.
You know what?
Chicken butt. What?
I am 3 subscribers away from 2,000 on my YouTube channel. So if 3 of you yucca pucks in the chat will subscribe to me tonight, I'll hit the magic 2,000 mark.
The yucca pucks?
3 of you
If
yucca
there's any
pucks
yucca
in the
pucks.
chat.
You know what? There looks like a lot of helpful yucca pucks out there. Is that could it be a super chat train? My goodness. I was going to get my car tomorrow, but I'll tell you about that. Yeah, I know. There's a horrible story that goes along with it. But in the meantime, I just want to thank very quickly the people that support the channel in the pre-chat. Thank you very much, you guys. We got a new member up there, Maddie's Drone Works. We got Rob Muller. We got Andy Smeghead. Rob Muller again, Drone Rob. And also, look at this. Aviano Aerial Photography. Maddie's Drone World yet again. And Kevin Thomas with new member and Drone Rob once again. So, now, we've got the train going. Let me see who we got here. Thank you very, very much for supporting the channel with a 160, a pound 60. It looks like they're nodding my 160,000 subscribers, which we just passed a couple days ago. And Media Mike with the $20. Thank you, Media Mike. He says, good evening, gentlemen. Have a great TNL tonight. Thank you, Media Mike. Metro Drones, always so generous. Thank you. Happy TNL Droners. Happy Veterans Day to all the vets. And yes, we got a really great video from Geeks Vana, in fact, as an ode to our veterans across the shores and everywhere. And Leonard Oglesby with the $20. Hey, I just went through shockwave lithotripsy for a big kidney stone in my right kidney. Oh, man. Wow. That made me feel that I had been mugged in the back alley, but it is well now, so my sympathies go out to you, fellow stone sufferer. Yeah. The first one I had was in 1999, so if that's the frequency, I'm fine with it. I'll wait another 24 or whatever years for the next one.
Terrible at math.
Yeah, was that how many? Did I? I don't know how many years. Anyway, Newfoundland Drones with a $10, a super sticker. Thank you very much. And Artco. Hey, Artco Drone Solutions. 6. Okay, all right. He's going to try to make me slip. This is one of those tongue twisters. 6 sick hicks nick 6 slick bricks with picks and sticks. I didn't fall for your tricks and your sick nick hicks. And Andy Cortez, El Smeghead again with a 1 pound 60. Thank you very much. Drone Rob with the 224. All aboard, he says, the train. And Ben T. Hey, Ben T. $10 from Ben. Sorry I was unable to make it to Spin Up, but we'll catch you in a future meetup. Very good. Very good. Thank you very much, Ben T. WHM3 with the $20. Welcome to the Stoners, Ken. Yeah, I am a stoner, for sure. A kidney stoner. John Scott with a $10 super sticker. Thank you very much, John. He didn't say anything, but here is Kelly to convey what he wanted to say.
Hey, I love your show.
Take that as you will, John. Justin Dreeling, thank you very much for the $5. Great seeing everyone at Spin Up. Eric Swanson with the $5. Yet another donation for the Get the Mazda Back Fund. All right, should I? Just very quickly, I'll tell you why. I was scheduled to get the Mazda tomorrow, but I'm not until next week. You want to know why? the shop accidentally scratched it, and they have to take it to the body shop.
They called you and told you that?
Yeah.
Wow.
So that was nice. They didn't just let me find it. That was, I mean, that was.
Can you imagine the meltdown you would have had if
it
you
was
found
such a
big old
meltdown.
scratch on baby girl?
Such a meltdown. Oh, because that thing is pristine. Anyway, so yeah, that was nice of them to admit it. So something happened. It'll be next week.
It's pristine except for the fact it hadn't ran in 6 months.
It's running now. I just don't have it. You hush, Kelly.
My Kia Soul just keeps right on trucking, brother.
Yeah. When was the last time you changed the oil?
2018.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much, Eric Swanson. Northern Tier FPV with the $10. Hey guys, have a great show. Thanks for what you do. Thank you very much for being a part of the Super Chat train with the $10. Geeks Fana with the $5. Congrats on the 160K, Ken. Love you. Mean it. Love you right back. Mean it. Geeks Fana. Lone Star UAV with the $5. Speak up. Can't hear you down there. I said D&D aerial views. Hey, Keith. Keith was going to be my ride to Chicago to pick up my car. And luckily, I didn't let him know till the last minute. So he had to change all his plans. Sorry, buddy. We're going to go next week. Feel better, buddy. Next week, man. Yeah, we'll have our road trip next week. TJ Grady. Hey, TJ. TJ's always in there with his $5. Pee it out. Indeed. I did. I hope I did. Hope it's all peed out. GMC Sport with a $1.60, I guess, for the 160K. Thank you so much. And Mappers 2 with the $5. Had a great time at Spin Up and seeing everyone. It really is great putting all the names with the faces and finally meeting everybody. It was a great time. Kelly, you're going to have to come to Spin Up one time. What do you think, Kelly?
Do I have to sleep in the back of a car with you on the way?
No, man. We talked about that in the bonus material, how he would never sleep in the back of a car, but I did to save hotel money.
Yeah, you better subscribe to the bonus material. I don't know how you do it. It's some 63 different hoops you got to jump through to get to the bonus material, but it's worth the subscription because some of the things we talk about will blow your mind as far as Ken's hygiene or lack thereof.
Oh, dude, that's not true. Anyway, find out by becoming a member. And Burlap and Light, which is a cool username. Welcome back, Ken. Funding the gas to get the Mazda. Yes, that'll go right into Keith's Honda. And thank you very much. Josh Hawk, $25. Wow. Best part about Thursdays. Well, if super chatting $25 is the best part about Thursdays, well then you can do that on Friday. You can also do that on Monday. Thank you very much, Josh. I really, really do appreciate it. That's what keeps this show going. Carolina Air Shots with the $5. Thanks to all our veterans. Indeed, thank you for your service. If you served, we really do appreciate you keeping us from speaking German and or Japanese.
Whoa, stop the show.
What is it?
Oh, you'll see it in a second.
Well, we don't want to skip anybody. I think I saw what happened there. Haven't seen her in a minute, but we're going to get to her. Robert Anderson. Thank you for being a member. And Genesee, it was good to see you up there, Genesee, or down there in Texas, I should say. $19.99. Great to see you at Spin Up, and here's to buying a few more props for your FPV baby. Thank you, Jenna. And JTN Aerial Photography with the $10. Happy TNL, everyone. Thank you, JTN. Can I call you JTN for short? Joe Fotaleo. I think we have a picture of Joe and how he watches TNL tonight. We'll see that, and a bunch of other people sent in images as well. $5 from him. Sorry I missed Spin Up. Would have loved to have met all who were there next year for sure. And Ken, a.k.a. Fortipo. That's the Hot Rod King. Thank you, Ken. Congrats on the 160. Thank you very much. But it's not me. It's you guys that did that. Drone Eagle with the $5. Fellow Stone Warrior. Thank you, Drone Eagle with the $5. And yes, let's stop the show because it does look like Lexus. Wow, she just blew us out with $160. Wow. $160. That's wow, for $160K. Thank you very much. Lexus, you are very much appreciated. Did you miss me these past few weeks? I've been traveling the country, airplane shopping, missed spin up, but next year I'll be flying there in style. I did a binge TNL replay and got caught up. Love you. And yes, box number 3 is coming along great. Thank you, Alexis. She not only supports the channel monetarily with the super chats, but she also sends the most interesting care packages ever. And is the train continuing?
Oh, it's continuing.
Okay, well, far be it for me to derail this thing. GMC Sport with the $5. Time to shame Kelly Green into becoming a member. Oh, Kelly, you aren't a member, are you?
I wouldn't even know where to start to become a member. Tell me how to become a member. What do I need to click?
Somebody put a link in the chat. It's easy on every single one of my videos. In the, you know how people point, hey, click on this, slap this, give me the thumbs up. It's down there somewhere, you know. Become a member.
I want to become a member.
I mean, you don't have to. But, you know, just for appearances, you probably should. I mean.
So you're telling me I need to pay you to be on your show? Is that what you're telling me?
Yes.
Okay.
For the privilege. But don't you want to be a member and have access to the membership content that you yourself record?
You mean I help you create the bonus content, then have to pay you to go back and watch it?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you, GMC Sport, for pointing that out. And Viper 6 Drone with the $20. Thank you for that wonderful super sticker. And it looks like the caboose will be Ant-Man Tony. Ant-Man Tony with the $10. Just subscribe to Ken's channel. Oh, Kel's channel, Kel-Tech Bullpup. Thank you. Happy birthday, Marines. Have a peaceful Veterans Day, comrades in arms. Thank you, everybody. As you can hear the train now going by my house, as I live pretty much on the railroad tracks. Yes.
I actually thought that was a sound effect.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. That's an actual freight train. I try to arrange it with them to not go by during the show, but they're, you know, can't stop a train. Before we get to the news with Jeff Sills, we need to see who is on Beauchart's wall. And I will tell you, this is another segment where you're probably going to need some therapy after you see. I don't know where he gets all the costumes, but this impression is dead on. Let's head up to the Great White North and check out the weekly Beauchart.
Well, hello! Hi, Ken. Mrs. Dumpful here with another episode of the weekly Beauchart. Let's get into it, shall we? Well, Ken, congratulations. 160,000 subscribers. With this time change this week, my insomnia is so bad, I couldn't even fall asleep at work. Did you hear about Cardi B's sister, who's an athletic trainer? Her name is Cardi O. That's funnier than a zombie swimming in the Dead Sea. Do you know the difference between a hippo and a zippo? One's a little heavier and one's a little lighter. I knew a lumberjack that said he cut down 5,236 trees. I said, how did you know that? He said, I kept a log. I've cut back on eating red meat. I've stopped putting ketchup on my cheeseburgers. And now here's a quick one, because as usual, we are running out of time. How many rabbits does it take to change a light bulb? 1, if he hops to it.
Hey!
On that note, bye and bye.
Bye and bye to you, Mr. Beauchart. Kelly, your thoughts?
How can he top himself next week? What's next? I'm afraid to ask. If you're not tuned in, you need to make sure, go ahead and set a reminder for next week's show, because there's no telling what might happen. It's going to blow your mind.
I know, right? I don't see how he keeps doing it, but he keeps topping himself, and we thank him very much for doing that, because, well, it's just surprising every time, isn't it?
I'm a little bit turned on, yet a little bit scared at the same time.
He, agreed. And now let's get into the news.
Stop the music. It's time for news.
Heading over into the drone newsosphere. Everything you'd ever want to know about drones in the drone industry with Jeff Sills. What's happening, buddy?
Hey, Jeff, can you move that whiskey bottle? I can barely see you there.
How is it that I follow that? The
only way to follow it is to take another drink, my friend.
There you go. Jim Beauchart, your bosom buddy.
Both
Oh
of them.
God, please no.
Yeah. All
right.
What's up?
All right. So first in the news, we have some drone footage that was recorded recently by some marine biologists from the University of Miami, and this is interesting because this is underwater drone footage. So they were in the process of checking out sharks, and they used their drone to capture sharks.
Oh, cool.
So what's interesting is that the fish that are around the shark are called chafing fish, and they rub against the side of the shark as part of the exfoliation process. And you would sit there and think that sharks are like really smooth and stuff, but they're not. Along their skin, they have these dermal denticles is what they call it. It's like sandpaper. And so the fish will come along and chafe along with the shark. But the fact that that footage was captured with an underwater drone, I thought was truly amazing, because you're not going to get a diver to chase a shark around, like that. The drone gives you an interesting perspective that you probably wouldn't get any other way.
Isn't that nice that he has his little skin tenders / lunch just hanging out with him? That's nice. He gets hungry, he can just, grab him some lunch there. Those little things. That's weird. All right. So next in the news, we have a new truck-mounted drone engagement system that is designed to kill drone swarms. I think you skipped one, but that's all right. We can do this one. Did you want to do the second one, Jeff?
Did I miss one?
This is why we have rehearsal. I just go ahead and play it.
That was me. I got all click happy.
That's all right,
All
Jeff.
right.
I'll go ahead and play the second one. What's this?
So the next one is Delta County Sheriff's Office recently had a fire at a hemp processing plant. This is, I guess, one of the more interesting things that you would run into. But they had the drone up to get footage of this blazing fire. And this is a hemp drying plant.
I'd say it's pretty dry.
Yeah. So as for the fire itself, I'm sure that I don't know. Is there a side effect to hemp?
No, not with hemp. No, there's
hemp?
no THC in hemp.
No THC in hemp. Thank goodness. So
Yeah,
all the
there you
people in the surrounding houses there are just.
But I can
getting
tell you this: I have been with some sheriff's departments that have burned their contraband, and you don't want to get too close to the fence unless you're into that when they're burning it, because if the wind shifts, then it's like, oh, okay, yeah. Anyway,
All right. So now on to the story that I was originally saying that shouldn't have said. So Rheinmetall is a company that they have an air defense contract. They recently created the Skynex truck-mounted drone swarm engagement system.
oh, okay.
This is their latest edition. This is a 35 millimeter air defense system, and it is truck-mounted, but it is specifically designed to engage swarms of 8 or more drones using a 35 millimeter revolving gun.
Like a Gatling gun or something? Like a
Gatling gun.
Okay.
What?
So if like if some military sends in a bunch of drones, and this happens in certain parts of the Middle East, where there are border wars all the time with this kind of technology, and so. Good Lord, Matt!
Wow. I want to play that video game.
Yeah.
There you go.
Holy hell!
Yeah, that's a rather impressive system. Weaponizing drones has become a really big problem. The several different countries, even the Russians, have had to deal with it. But yeah, that is an astounding system.
Look at that. That's awesome.
Yeah. And I know what people are thinking. They're thinking, you get a bunch of good FPV pilots in there, they'd never track them, but I think they would.
Yeah.
I think they're pretty good at figuring stuff like that out.
All right. So next in the news, we have a story that I actually this was made a lot of news channels, and I was actually sort of concerned about this one. In Philadelphia, near a Pennsylvania power station, a drone crashed. And normally you wouldn't think too much about a drone crash, except in this case, the drone that crashed had something else with it. I'll let the story explain.
A newly released intelligence bulletin obtained by ABC News reveals a potential plot to disrupt the U.S. electrical grid. A modified drone was recovered from the roof of a building in Pennsylvania next to an electrical substation in July 2020. It had 2 ropes hanging from the rotor arms with a thick copper wire strung in between. Officials believe it was likely being used to try to deliberately damage transformers or distribution lines.
Okay, that would do it.
Yeah, so this was the first known case of a modified drone system being used in the United States to target infrastructure. And so naturally, of course, the Department of Homeland Security and the National Counterterrorism Center are involved in investigating this, and hopefully we'll have some more information in the future as to whether or not they're able to capture or find out who was using this drone.
Well, all they have to do is read their FAA number on the side, which any responsible... Oh, wait, no, if you're not responsible, you wouldn't put that on there, would you? Oh. Yeah, I guess if you're a terrorist, you wouldn't be required to register your drone, I guess. All right. Well,
Better take another drink, Jeff.
Yeah, or there's a way around everything, isn't there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So in Sierra Leone recently, there was a deadly fuel tanker fire. This was a fuel tanker that exploded. There were a lot of people injured. This was in a town called Freetown. And the explosion, at least 92 people were injured and or killed because of this. They had gathered around this leaking fuel truck near the fuel bus near the tanker when it detonated.
Oh,
and they got this drone footage of the aftermath of that fuel tanker blast.
Did a lot? How many people? We lost a lot of people in that, probably, huh?
There was 92 people were killed and dozens injured.
Oh my goodness!
So why would you go? Why would you go near a tanker fire?
Basically, from what I've been able to gather from the various stories, is that the fuel tanker had a collision with another vehicle, and there was a bus that was part of that collision, and crowds had gathered around the bus to try to, I guess they were pulling people out of the bus, or they were just involved with it. But they weren't paying enough attention to the leaking fuel out of the tanker truck, and it caught fire and then exploded.
Okay.
So
right. Well,
that would be what I've been able to gather from it so far.
That's very sad.
It is very sad. Okay, so next we have, I guess this is an interesting story because this is the exact opposite of what we would have normally expect during the holiday season. In Lansing last year, they had a fireworks display. But this year, as part of the Silver Bells in the City Parade, they're not going to have any fireworks. They're going specifically with a drone show.
Okay. This is cool. This is sped up 4 times, by the way. Just so you know. Still cool.
Yeah.
Again, I've yet to see one of these cluster drone shows. I really want to see one.
Yeah, the one thing that they're very proud about on this one is that it's going to be choreographed specifically to the music that they use. So I guess they're going to also have a very loud sound system out for people to be able to hear the music. The original Silver Bells parade was canceled back in 2020 because of the pandemic. So this is the first time that they've actually had this since the pandemic. And instead of using the fireworks, the drone shows seem to be more preferable to them.
Can you imagine? I mean, even 50 years ago, seeing this in the sky. That's how fast technology has progressed in just the last 50 years. 50 years ago, I mean, this would be worldwide news if somebody saw this. It would be aliens, right? I mean, it would have to be aliens, right? The aliens are real.
Yeah, they would deploy the Air Force.
Yeah, they're probing my cows. Whatever, you know.
Bunch of Jeeps and tanks all parked around. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. The guy in a loudspeaker like, "We want to be your friend. Please don't eat our brains."
Yeah, there you go.
Wow. So cool. So cool. Mesmerizing. Like a lava lamp in the sky. Yeah.
All right, so back on a military ground, the U.S. military recently, working with DARPA, had another first. They have a Gremlin drone that they have been using. This is a drone that is dropped from a C-130, and for the first time, they captured it in flight.
Oh.
The system is designed so that they can retrieve the drone without it actually having to land. This would allow the drone to be able to be refurbished faster and flying again within 24 hours. And so this was their proof of concept, or I guess their test to prove that they could retrieve the drone in flight.
Can we grab enemy drones in flight? rather than just blowing them up, can we just be like, yeah, I'll take that, thank you. Can we just do that? Right? I mean, that'd be cool. And then the enemy would be like, hey, we paid for that. It didn't go boom boom. That would piss off an enemy even more, wouldn't it? If they spent like, what are these, $100,000 a shot, these things, you know, and we're just like, yeah, thank you very much.
Well, you know, what is it? One of our drones crashed in Iran a few years back, and they carbon copied it, and they started using the drone, like copies of the drone to fly around, and it would be great just to start snatching those, you know, just to remind them that they're ours.
Right.
You know.
Just a quick aside. Hold on. For those people under 40, Kelly, you can help me out on this one.
Okay.
When he says carbon copy, he's referring to a method of copying that used to use carbon paper. Kelly, you want to take it from here? How did that work?
So the process was you would take one copy and use a carbon paper to make another copy. There was no electronics involved. It was miraculous.
Yes. Like, for instance, this would be carbon. If you want to press down really hard, then you'd make 2 copies. That would be a carbon copy. You're welcome, millennials. Now back to dated reference guy.
Oh yeah, let's next time we'll talk about mimeograph machines.
Oh god, no, don't go back that far. We don't need to go back that far. No.
All right, so in the news recently, the Iraqi prime minister had survived an assassination attempt on his residence in Baghdad, in the heavily fortified Green Zone. Apparently, a drone laden with explosives had been that tried to attack his house, and the drone actually exploded, but he was not injured, and I guess he wasn't in the area where the drone had originally detonated. But it was an assassination attempt. There's actually some photographs, etc., online for the drone, and the security forces are still working on trying to figure out who caused or who did this. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it again, it's a reminder that, you know, these drones can be weaponized.
Cool. Okay.
All right. So next we have lava bombs, of course.
Oh, lava bombs.
La Palma volcano. I'm never going to be able to get away from this story. Yet again, the La Palma volcano is back in the news. On November 3rd, aerial photograph, close-up views showed bombs of lava erupting from La Palma's volcano and nearly hitting the drone that was flying along, capturing this footage. This lava flow has destroyed 2,613 buildings. It's covered 3.9 square miles of land and doesn't show any signs of stopping.
You got to wonder how many drones are in there now, you know? I mean,
yeah.
Because You know, everybody's like, hey, let's go, drone the volcano, you know, because everybody's doing it now. But look at these huge rocks that are falling. You know, you worry about the lava part. You don't think about, hey, you know, these rocks that they're spewed up, they're coming back down again.
Oh, yeah. No, and the lava bombs that are falling, that's actually superheated stuff. So if whatever it hits, it melts.
Yeah, it's going to melt. So, yeah.
So, yeah. And surprisingly enough, the drone made it through without getting hit. Now, of course, we would have had some better footage if it had gotten clipped along the way, but that's just me.
We don't want to. Do we want to see that?
Yes.
Yeah, we kind of do. Yeah, we kind of do. Yeah,
yes.
We kind of, yeah.
All right. So, last in the news, and this one I think is the fun one. We have enjoyed over and over watching the FPV flights through buildings and through different places as part of demonstrations or advertisements or commercials, etc. But the first one, the one that really made its mark, was the one that went through the bowling alley.
Oh, yeah.
And recently, they interviewed the drone pilot behind that viral video.
So there's no cuts. It's a one take. Yep, no CG.
Director Anthony Jaska helped come up with the concept of showing every part of the iconic bar and bowling alley.
I'm walking through the scene and I'm cueing each people to throw the ball, or it's coming back up. It takes a lot of effort, a lot of time.
So just because you shot it in one shot doesn't mean it didn't take a really long time or take a few tries.
Right, yeah. So I think that was the 10th take. That was the last take that he did.
He is Jay Christensen, the drone pilot who uses some high-tech goggles to pull off that mind-bending mini drone wizardry.
You're able to see the live feed through this camera here, so you're instantaneously streaming that to your goggles, and then the GoPro's getting the cinematic video throughout it.
By far, the part of the video that brought the most questions is when he took the drone from the lanes to the back without much room to spare.
All morning I was like stressed about it, like that's gonna be a hard move, and I ended up going 15 for 15 on that. I never crashed once on that move.
What?
Yeah, the hardest move to me was actually coming in the front door to start. It's kind of windy outside, and like there's a couple guys walking, and it was actually the start of the shot to me was like the hardest.
But it wasn't the hardest part to find a volunteer for.
I was the guy polishing the ball.
Mike Welsh is the owner of Sky Candy, which is why he decided to take one for the team.
Take some balls.
It sure does. But I've got total faith in Jay as a pilot. I've been watching him fly for the last 6 years, and the guy's incredible. So you build trust over just seeing him accomplish awesome drone shots.
For the record, the only time Jay did crash, it was intentional. And they're just a little worse for the wear.
It actually completely went into it, and other than it's got this little break here, but it still flies perfectly, and we flew it right after we crashed it into there.
Yeah, that is really cool, and it seemed like there was a wave of fly-throughs after that gained national attention.
The fact that they got that in 10 takes blows my mind. You would think it would take 30, 40, 50 takes to get it right in one take.
It's a lot of coordinating with the people in there.
And what's amazing is that in some cases, some of the videos that they shot were actually shot in a day. They didn't have to spend, weeks or days trying to do it. They were able to come in and do it in a matter of a day or a few hours in some cases. And if you notice, the interview was done in, it looks like the Mall of America, where they also shot footage as one of their videos. So, again, a nice little tie-in to some of the work that they've done in the past.
Yeah, and if some of you camera drone guys are thinking about getting over into FPV, we're going to be talking with Drew Camden from Rotor Riot here in just a little bit. And we're going to talk about entry-level stuff that can get you started down the path to FPV, cinematic or crazy flying around, whatever you want to do. But, Jeff, thank you so much for the wonderful news.
You're most welcome, sir.
Thanks for stopping by. Now get out.
All right. How about that dude, huh? Jeff's the best.
The best edition of Tipsy News I've ever heard.
Oh, yeah. We need to require him to drink more before the news.
The more he drinks, the better it gets, brother.
So let's hear the first of many wonderful jokes.
Did you see that a man died after drinking varnish?
No.
It was a terrible end, but what a beautiful finish.
Okay, 1 second. That's pretty good, man. That's pretty good. Now, you may have noticed here on my table, I've got lots of viewer videos, more than normal. and we're going to try to plow through those. Probably be a 7-hour show tonight. But
yes.
yeah, because Kelly, you're up for it, right?
Yep.
No problem, he says. If you want to send in your video to be shared on the show, you can send it here, kenheronupload@gmail.com. Make sure to include your music source. If it's like, I don't know, AC/DC or something, then YouTube will clutch their pearls and send you a notice, and it's just a no-no. So use copyright approved music like Epidemic Sound, for instance. They've got a great selection of music and sound effects. Free trial links in the description. And remember, if it's not Epidemic, it's crap. That's their official slogan now. They changed it. Not really. So tonight on the show, Drew Camden from Rotor Riot, also Jason Crockett. Now, I know that my morning show partner, Jason Crockett, has to get up very early. And he's probably watching now. Come to me first. Come to me first. And Drew is younger and can probably sleep in. So who should I go to first?
First question, Drew, true or false? You get up at least an hour earlier than Jason. He arrives at the station 5 minutes before the show starts. You're up prepping, getting things together, writing jokes and bits, and he's just driving there willy-nilly, getting there right as the clock strikes 6.
He gets there whenever his limo and his entourage wants to get there. Yeah. No, I just roll out of bed and walk upstairs, so it's kind of even. But got to get to these videos. Let's bring in Drew.
Yes.
Let's go ahead and bring in Drew, all right? So, one more joke as we bring in Drew Camden, Ladrib from Rotor Riot.
What do you call a fish with 2 knees?
What?
A 2-knee fish. Dude, I'm hot tonight.
Wow.
I got a million of these jokes.
Yeah, you're hot tonight.
I'm killing it.
Oh, you're killing it. You are killing it. That was pretty awesome. All right, let's see. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe we've got Drew Camden. Yeah! Hey, Drew.
What's happening, guys?
Hey, man, welcome to the show.
Hey, thank you for having me.
Awesome. Thanks for making time for us. So tonight we're gonna later on. First, we're gonna talk FPV, but later on we're gonna play 1 second song and pitting you guys against each other.
Okay.
For fun and prizes. Okay. Now,
I can win something?
Oh, he's gonna no. Now, Kelly, are you gonna start talking smack?
Not until you unleash me. Once you unleash me, then I'll talk the smack. But right now, I'm just gonna let Drew do the talking, and then in a moment, we'll get down to the smack.
Oh, okay. All right. Drew, do you have any smack talk?
About what?
Yeah, okay, he's got no smack talk. How old are you, Drew?
Nothing. I love everything.
He loves everyone. He's such an easygoing guy. How old are you, man, if you don't mind me asking?
Oh, I'm 31. Ooh, I'm at that point where you're starting to lose track, right?
Right.
Scary.
So
Scary place to be.
your morning TV sitcom heyday was probably in the 2000s, early 2000s, right?
Yeah, it's about right.
Okay.
But I always liked the old stuff, you know?
Ah.
Cheers. Love Cheers.
Okay. All right. So it's going to be a TV theme edition. We'll do a little bit later.
Okay.
But
Good.
So Drew,
Yes.
I really love your stuff. Your channel is all about having fun and adventures with FPV, and there's a lot of people watching that have been thinking about dipping their toe into it.
Come on over to the dark side.
Come on over.
We have crashes and cookies, but mostly crashes.
Crashes and cookies? Oh, hell. Yeah. So people ask me all the time, what's the first thing I should do? How do I get into it? And I say, talk to Drew. Yeah.
But first go to rotorriot.com.
Yeah, that's right.
And go to that Skyeliner Pro-Spec.
Boom.
With the DJI radio and controller and batteries, and just fill up that shopping cart with like $2,000-$3,000 of gear.
That's it. That's what you need to do.
And
you can't be a decent FPV pilot unless you spend at least $3,000. That's not true.
I feel like the answer is the sim, right? The sims have gotten so good, and we've seen people learn on the sim, come out to one of our events, when we were doing quad camps or even quads and coffee, and people say, I've been watching your channel for a while, been practicing on the sim, and I'm going to do my first real flight ever with you guys. And I'm like, oh boy, this is about to be interesting. And every time they're amazing. It's incredible. I mean, if they put some serious hours on the sim, the first time this was happening, I was like, oh no, this is not going to go well. And this kid took off, and he's doing the orbits and Rubik's cubes, and it's like, wow, the sim's gotten pretty dang good.
Yeah.
At training. So that's a very like low risk, low cost way, to get in. Like you could buy a Fat Shark 101 controller for like $40, buy a Liftoff for $20, a USB cable for whatever, you probably have one, and you're doing it. You can be doing the sim. But like, it's not the most fun. Like, I'm not going to lie. Like the experience of flying a sim is not like up there. So, it's really about like, what do you have more time or money, because it's like,
right.
And like, how quickly do you want to get to the experience, right?
Yeah. If you enjoy building and rebuilding, then skip the sim.
Yeah.
Right.
Just go straight for it.
Right. But which one do you recommend? And we're talking simulators for those who don't know what we're talking about, because there's a very, very green, very new people that have seen your footage and your channel and like, I want to do that, but don't know the first step at all. So simulator, what would you recommend as far as a simulator? What's got the best physics?
It's always changing. Which one? Like they're always kind of one-upping each other. So I'm not saying that this has the best physics, but we have a very great relationship at Rotor Riot with Liftoff. They've always been great to us. They put all our products in their sim. They put our logo on there. We actually sell their sim in our store, so you can at rotorriot.com get a sim, get a key for Steam. And sometimes you run promos where like you can buy a key and get a controller, together with like a little discount or something like that. So we love Liftoff, and it's really good. Is it the best? I don't know. Especially there's this new one that just came out called Uncrashed. I've not played it. All I've seen is the footage. It looks like the graphics from Uncrashed are like, really, really good. Huh. I don't know if it flies any good, but I can tell you Liftoff, like I think it flies great.
Okay, so people are saying, I just want to buy something and try it. What would be the starter kit? Because I think everybody thinks, I think everybody thinks that to get a little whoop would be the easiest. But wouldn't you agree that the smaller drones are actually harder to fly? And maybe that's...
I really do. A lot of people. So a lot of people recommend sims, and a lot of people recommend the micro drones, the tiny whoops. 100% agree with the sims. The micro drones, I've always kind of been on the fence. Like, I don't think that is necessarily a great experience, because like those micro drones can be so finicky, and like they're not that easy to fly. I mean, if you get a really good micro drone and fly it around in level mode and put up with the analog and the crappy box goggles and all that stuff, like, that's the best way to get in. So like when you want to be doing the real thing with real drones, actually flying FPV, if budget is your, number one concern, micro drones, you can't beat it. They're just so inexpensive. But right. I just feel like they break in the plastic. I don't know. But if you got lots of money and you want to have a better experience right out the gate, and I always get hate for this, the DJI FPV drone is like, it's really good for that. Like, because if you can fly a Mavic, then you can take the DJI FPV drone, put the goggles on, and like be flying FPV the same day. Yeah. With some obstacle avoidance and all that. Like, it's incredible. But like, everyone's going to be really quick to say, but as soon as you put it in manual mode and try to do a flip and crash, it's going to break. And like, yes, that's also true. So don't crash it.
So there are consequences.
Already the comments being like, oh, I can't believe you would recommend that drone. I can't believe it. I know.
I will. You know what? I'll tell you this, and I've recommended this before. I've got and I wish I should have had it here ready, but I've got your carbon fiber wonder, your Skyeliner HD. Yeah. And I have unintentionally tried to destroy that thing so many times, and it won't even delaminate, which, Kelly, delaminating is when the carbon fiber starts flaking off. But I've dropped this thing 250 feet upside down onto a school bleacher. It's fine. I went over fully you know that walk you do when you just you've destroyed something, you're like, oh, I wonder how many pieces it's in. Oh, I just bought Drew's gonna be so mad at me.
Tough as nails.
Yeah, it really is. I walked in, I was like, not even a scratch.
Yeah.
It was great. So there's links to these in the description of this video, or you can go to the website and check out what Drew has.
Hey, we are actually right now for Veterans Day for three more hours running a 15% off store-wide sale. So like if you did want to jump in and save some serious money, like for builds. So the only thing you can't get the 15% off is like DJI stuff, TBS stuff, and like a couple of stuff directly. But like, the 15% off will work on our builds and our starter kits. So like you want to go for it. Like I know it's kind of like, oh yeah, you got 3 hours to do it. But if you're on the fence,
right.
I think the code is, oh man, we did a newsletter. What is it? Thank you 15, all caps. Yeah, thank you 15. I think.
Thank you 15.
Yeah, all caps. Let me just double check that.
All right.
But I'm pretty sure it's all caps. Thank you 15. Is the thing, and it's probably on the homepage too.
All
telling you.
By the way, if anybody has any questions for Drew, Kelly, let me know in the chat if there's any questions.
Yeah, you want me to throw one out there right now?
Yeah. What do you got?
Question from the chat. I've gone to the Rotor Riot website and gotten overwhelmed on what to buy. The only FPV I have is the DJI FPV, but if it's not plug and play, where do I start? You may have kind of already covered that a little bit.
Yeah, maybe you can
that's good.
Talk about
that's a great question.
Bind and Fly and what that is.
So yeah, and again, like I'm seeing so much hate from people who already do FPV. People just hate this DJI drone. But I got to tell you, for people just getting into it, especially if they come from a DJI background, it's just so much more familiar. Like, yes, it's made out of plastic, but like that's what people are looking for. Like, yeah, the batteries are proprietary, but like that's what they're used to with a Mavic. So like DJI really did bridge the gap, but like it's just very expensive and not durable. But there's lots of people like this guy asking the question. I don't know if you said his name. That because for whatever reason they started with the DJI drone. Hopefully they had a good experience, or maybe they broke it. But either way, now it's time to get a real drone, get a Skyeliner, baby. So your goggles are compatible, which is great. So you can use the same goggles you got with your DJI drone with any of our pre-builds, or really any drone that has an air unit integrated into it. The radio, unfortunately, is not. So,
right. So you're talking about the V2 goggles that come with the DJI POS. I mean FPV.
Yeah, the DJI POS FPV. Those goggles are compatible with air units, and so if you get one of our drones, you can use those goggles. The gray radio, unfortunately, the game style radio is not compatible, so you will need a different radio. If you can get the black DJI FPV radio, that's awesome. The user experience is great, but they're like out of stock everywhere. We cannot get them. So you're gonna need a radio, and then you need the drone itself, and you're gonna need batteries. So we have starter kits. If you don't have any of that stuff, but basically I'd say you're gonna have to pick a radio, you're gonna have to pick a drone. But I get it, all that's overwhelming. So send an email to support@rotorriot.com or call us. We just I don't have our phone number memorized anymore, but you can just call us from Monday through Friday, 1 to 4 o'clock or whatever the phone hours are. And our guys will just talk you through it, tell them what you got, what you're looking to do, and we'll build it for you. Cause the challenge right now is with the DJI radios being out of stock, if you're going to go straight to that, to trying to set that up yourself, it can be a nightmare. So, we can take care of that for you, get you set up with a Tyrannus or Tango or whatever you want with Crossfire, FreeSky or whatever, and get that set up so that, you've got your radio pre-bound to your drone, and then you just need to bind your goggles that you already have.
If any of the words that he just said are unfamiliar to you, like Tyrannus or any of the other things.
Man, it's so hard to not just lean into the lingo. You got to remember everything is a foreign language, right?
It's true. And the great thing about the FPV community is that they're also very helpful. From big wigs like this guy to FPV Larry or whoever. Anybody you see online, reach out to them. They're always willing to help because it's such a fun aspect to the drone hobby.
Yeah, there's a Facebook group I just learned about called Beginner to FPV, and I think it's a really beginner-friendly group. Obviously, I think and that's on Facebook, and I think the Rotor Riot community Facebook group I also think is a great place. I'll just say that's probably like the Rotor Riot group is a little more like social focused. So like people posting their flight videos, and hanging out, telling jokes, and that's like fun and all. And if you ask for help, you'll probably get it, but just, I'm just saying the group isn't as necessarily beginner focused as the one that's literally called Beginner to FPV. So that's a great Facebook group to look up.
Right. And watching the videos from your channel is a great way to aspire to be better, because you're always improving. And I'm going to play one video that you recently posted on your channel, just a little bit of it, that I was so impressed with. And I've actually seen other people at this location. But you know what I'm talking about, that little knife edge window thing?
Oh, from Rotor Riot. Yeah, at the at Erod spot. Yeah, that was a fun day. That was a really fun day.
Oh my goodness. I'll play this little clip, and you people out there who are on the fence about getting into FPV, maybe this will push you over to the other side. Check this out.
Yeah, that knife edge, I don't know. I've never been able to hit it. Maybe I can do it today, but it's literally the exact width of my quad sideways.
Yeah, that knife edge looks brutal. I'm pretty sure I would smash my camera. So everyone's gonna try it then.
We should send Dan in there to point the camera at the knife edge, and all three of us just go 1, 2, 3, crash, crash, crash. That's a great way to start the day.
No. Keep trying.
As long as I didn't break the GoPro, it's fine. That's all you don't want to do. It's just kind of fun to grind for something like that, though. Like, kind of reminds me of when you see a skater going for a trick, and it's just like slam after slam after slam after slam.
What a great location. And that's the thing about getting together with a bunch of guys who might even be better than you are, because you're all like, do this, have you done that? And before you know it, you're challenging each other and breaking quads and replacing propellers.
Oh, it's so fun to fly with other people, and I mean that's kind of a paradigm though, because flying with other people is super fun, but it adds the whole difficulty of managing channels.
Right.
But when you got a good group and you're all comfortable to fly with each other, the ways that you can push each other and be like, oh, I'm gonna try this, that, and you're watching someone else in the goggles, and you can watch someone on their YouTube all you want, but when you're with Alex Vanover, watching him in real time go for something ridiculous,
right,
it just hits different, right?
And then you did it. Were you
I got it.
Were you the only one to get through?
Yeah, that day, yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's so fun.
They didn't try it that much. They all tried it a little bit up front, but I just, pretty much at the end of every battery, I'd go and give it a go. And sometimes those really tight tricks, and I kind of talked about it in the video. I'll just get first or second try, and if I don't, then it's probably not going to happen, and I don't usually bother beyond that. But since we were and that's the fun part about filming for Rotor Riot, because since we were making the video, I was I want to get this gap for the video, because we're telling the story about that.
Yeah.
Whereas if I was just flying there myself, I probably would have tried it, 1 or 2 times, not got it, maybe tried it again later in the day, but after 5 or so crashes, I'd be like, this is literally not even worth it. I'm just not going to do it.
So
but because we're doing the video,
you wouldn't be
go for this.
At Rampage, where Steele was trying to go down that walk with that ladder thing 100 times. You wouldn't just keep doing it until.
I mean, it depends. Sometimes you just get a thing, Steele did it for his video, and because I just feel it's about the vibe. I saw that video and I thought that was really fun, and I was there, when that was happening a little bit, and when you've got people egging you on, and you're maybe at this event all weekend,
yeah,
and you've got time to try it out, sometimes this thing just becomes your white whale for the week. You know, like I've got to get that ladder dive, or like I've got to get that knife edge.
I've made suggestions and had friends lose their quads in rivers and stuff like that.
Why do you love to see people lose their drones, Ken?
I don't, but hey, you know, you have free will. I just suggested it. You know, you think you're good enough, then fine. You know. But anyway, so speaking of things coming up, you had a couple things that you wanted to talk about, and maybe there might be a TNL exclusive announcement.
We got some exclusive announcement. Yeah.
Do you want to do that right now? I can give you big, like one of these here.
Yeah.
Ladies and
gentlemen.
gentlemen.
I want to talk about some events that we have coming up. I mean, and this ties in with exactly what we're talking about, just how much fun it is to fly with other people. You know, we're trying to really put a big focus on doing more, you know, in-person events with the community. I mean, the Facebook group is great, but getting together with people in person, flying together, it's just the best. So, you know, one of the things we've been doing, just kind of one of the I don't want to say smaller, but like something a little more frequent, is like sponsoring or endorsing some groups with the events that they're doing. CJ, who's a local here in Orlando, he did a barbecue at the Bando out in Cocoa, and so you know, we sent like a swag pack over there and gave him some banners and a launch pad, and people had a really fun time because he like. To win some of the stuff that we gave, like some of the lanyards and stuff, like he issued like challenges, like you do this like power loop or like try to smash this pinata. So
right,
you know, we did that, and we also did something with EF FPV and SoCal. You know, sent them some swag, and also like, you know, doing like some exclusive gift codes to the store. So we're just trying to support some of the local groups, like doing some awesome stuff, you know, like groups that we think have you know, really like positive, you know, spirit for the community. And actually, I guess, you know, if you are a local group yourself and, you know, are interested in getting us involved, you know, want us to send you guys some stuff for an event, email rampage@rotorriot.com. We should probably get like an events email or something, but for now, Rampage, just you could email. But we're also doing our own events. What's up?
Is there going to be a Rampage?
There is going to be a Rampage, so that's a TNL exclusive
in 2022. Hey! Oh wait, I got that.
Yes.
There we go.
So that's official as of like this past Monday.
Okay, great. Is there any more details on that, like when and what?
It's
like
happening
where?
in May, either the first or second or third or maybe the fourth weekend in May. One of them.
Okay.
One of them. So we don't know exactly which weekend. We're just settling it with GTI, the same location. So they're just confirming, but it's going to be in May. Probably the same. What we did it like second weekend in May last time, so probably same thing. So yeah, at GTI in May, looking forward to it. I know GTI is looking forward to it too. At the end of the last event, they were already being like, yo, we got some ideas on how to one up some of these courses, because, you know, they really go the extra mile for us. You know, anyone not familiar with Rampage, it's a, you know, it's like a multi-day FPV festival with camping and music and food and lots and lots of flying.
Strippers?
No strippers. No, it's family friendly.
Okay. All right. I was gonna bring them, but if you say no, then
you could.
Oh, okay. All right. So it's BYOS. Bring your own strippers.
Be your own stripper.
Be your own stripper. Oh, you don't want that.
Yeah.
You don't want that. No.
We'll roll out a poll for you.
Okay, great.
But you came to the last one, yeah? Did you have a good time?
I did. I was very impressed. It was quite the operation you had going on. That was my first one. That was my first Rampage. Was the last time.
Well, it was the first one we had done in a while. I mean, we did the first one out in like 2018, and then 2019, we just couldn't make it happen. We wanted to do it in 2020, but the world was over.
Right.
So 2021, we had to do it, and we had such a good time. We're going to do it again in 2022.
Awesome. Now, before we get to, if there's any more questions, Kelly, that you see that we have to address, any other questions?
One more real quick. Coreyman0 in the chat said, ask Drew about HD0 or DJI FPV for drone racing. I see HD0 was at the last big multi-GP event.
Yeah, so HD0. So right now, if you want to do HD FPV, there's really two options. It's DJI or SharkBite. And DJI, I think, has really the higher fidelity image, way better penetration and range. But the Fat Shark systems, they have, or the SharkBite system has the advantage of like ultra low latency. So literally as good as latency as analog. So for racing, those SharkBite systems, I think, are going to be way better. And HD0 is kind of the newest generation, the bleeding edge of the SharkBite HD. I haven't even gotten to try it out. I know it was only produced directly by DiviMath in very limited quantities and sold directly to select customers. So we never got them in the store.
You didn't get one?
No, I never got one.
Here, let me show you.
Did you fly one?
No, I'm just messing with you.
Yeah.
No, I didn't know.
I think they, DiviMath sent them to the racers, people that actually get the most use out of them.
Yeah. Of course.
Yeah. So yeah, HD0. I mean, it's like an ultra. I think the image, with that HD0 camera is getting like pretty dang good, and like for racing, that's going to be your best bet, because in a race environment, you're going to be out in a field in front of you, with really the only obstacles being some gates. Nothing really too thick. If it comes to like freestyle through a bando, you just can't beat DJI right now because of the penetration, the range. And with freestyle, you can tolerate a little bit more latency. But with racing, like, have you seen these guys race? Like, have you seen Evan Turner? Have you this? What?
It's insane.
I don't even know what it's just like.
Yeah.
Like it's.
I don't know how they do it.
It's what.
I can't even watch it.
I don't even know what I'm watching.
Yeah.
I don't even know.
It's magic. It's magic. So we're gonna play the game before the stream gets 7 hours long, because we could talk all night about stuff, but I do want to address a couple of things. Like, you and I are in the FAA Safety Roundtable, and you're involved with the FPV Freedom Coalition.
Yeah.
And so maybe you can just talk about a few things that everybody should know. What's the latest on this and that we should know in that arena?
Yeah, I mean, one thing I'm happy to say is it's nice to see the FAA taking a more active role in trying to engage with the hobbyists. So with Drone Safety Awareness Week, they did a whole series of panels. I did a panel, and actually Jay Merkel came on, and we got to argue a little bit about remote ID and talk about that, and that was fun. And out of that, this idea came up that I say we're continuing to pursue, but really the FPVFC, the FPV Freedom Coalition, is working on this, and I'm just supporting where I can. And the idea is to try to work on getting some waivers for more FPV flights, kind of with more freedom. So I guess the way I look at it is, once upon a time, you couldn't fly drones at night, right? And a bunch of 107 pilots got waivers so that they could fly drones at night, and nothing bad happened.
Right.
And after enough time, the FAA said, okay, I guess this is fine. And so why don't we, make a blanket rule to allow for night flying? So you can't just go fly anywhere, anytime at night. But, if you follow certain guidelines, certain times at night, certain locations, have the right lights on your drones, like if you're a 107 pilot, you can just go fly at night right now. And, you don't need a waiver for that anymore. You just have to have like your recurrent. So, we're looking at what are, how can we repeat that history a little bit? What are some, more freedoms that we would like to see, and how can we get waivers for them? So the one we're pursuing right now is to address the fact that all FPV flight requires a visual observer, which I think is silly. But
yeah,
we're just straight up not going to get the FAA to just overnight be like, no visual observer needed. Like, they think it's necessary for whatever reason. So going to try and play by, their rules, go through their process, and we're looking at, could we get a pilot a waiver to allow for FPV flight without visual observer if certain criteria are met. And so like one way that we might go about that is say it's a shielded operation or a masked operation, basically saying if we're flying below the tops of trees, below buildings, like at very low altitudes, shielded by man-made or natural obstacles, there shouldn't be an airplane there.
Shouldn't be.
There's no air traffic concern. So what do I need a visual observer for? I can have sufficient situational awareness just by doing a walkthrough and ensuring that it's sparsely populated. And then I can fly FPV without a visual observer.
I think you're well aware that logic doesn't apply to governmental agencies.
That's true, and that's why we're trying to. I think that there's certain entities like Race Day Quad going for the kind of hardball approach, being like, well, let's just sue them, and then we've got the FPVFC that's trying to say like, okay, like let's play their games and see how far we can get. So the game that they're playing now is, let's get a pilot a waiver for not having to have a visual observer for shielded operations. Let's get another pilot waiver and go through this process a few times until we can turn it to a template. And I think that's, kind of where I'd come in is, I'd want to help spread to, our customers and, what community members, here's a template that you could fill out to submit for your waiver if you're a 107 pilot to get exemption from visual observer. And I think the hope is, no one's guaranteed us this or anything, that sometime from now we'd get a repeat of history, and it's in the future the FAA might just go like, what, we gave a bunch of waivers for no visual observers, nothing bad happened.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, if it becomes too much trouble for them, because there are no FAA drone police, so
yeah,
if it becomes too much trouble for them to keep warning and regulating people, then they'll just be like, hopefully they'll be like, okay, well.
I mean, I think that's the more accurate explanation of what's actually going to happen. We're not really going to prove anything is safe. They're just going to get sick of approving all our waivers. They'll be like, fine, just leave us alone, just fly.
Right.
By the way, let me just say, FAA, FPV flights without visual observers just happens all the time. Like, it just happens all the time.
It does, and it will continue to happen. Remote ID notwithstanding, it's just. I mean,
I'm just letting you know, and we'll play the waiver game. But I'm just saying,
it's not a secret.
It happens all the time, and it's never been an issue.
They must know that. They must know that. Anyway, yeah, that's not a secret.
They know.
They know. Yeah. So Kelly, is there any other pertinent questions that we can ask real quick, or?
One more real quick.
Yeah.
Genesee in the chat, can you speak about the need to have a ham amateur radio license from your website?
Yeah. So, actually, the DJI FPV system, you do not need to have a ham radio license. That's graded as a consumer product. So that's not necessarily as pertinent as it once was, but because so many people are using that system. But prior to that, or for pilots that are flying analog, or I believe shark bite, you probably still need to have it. Technically, you need a ham radio license to be broadcasting your FPV video signal.
Technically,
it is not enforced.
Yeah,
all that frequently. I am not saying you should fly without a ham license.
Definitely
I'm just saying
no. But
I've never seen the FCC police roll up.
Right. Wink.
It's happened.
Right.
I've heard it's happened.
Right. Well, like Kelly and I, we're radio guys. Didn't we operate without an FCC license for a long time?
Yeah, I guess we did. Yeah.
I mean, allegedly. I've seen the FAA more times than I've seen the FCC in my life. Anyway, if people have more,
I'm seeing that a qualifier from Fly High FPV saying that you need a ham even for DJI if you're using, a mode that's over 1,000 milliwatts. Which, by the way, I think DJI is patching that out in future firmware updates. So maybe don't update your stuff if you want to keep doing illegal stuff. But yeah, I mean, I guess really what that says, I'm not a ham technician. So familiarize yourself with what the requirements are, in your case, because depending on your power level and what frequency are, you might need a ham license, or maybe what you're doing you can't even do with a ham license. I don't know. I think even with ham, you're not supposed to be over a watt, but whatever.
It is so subjective and weird out there for all that. But
yeah,
if people have more questions, they can contact you through the website, right? They have any other questions?
Sure. I mean, I don't think we really know.
Okay. Or I'll just give out your number. I'll just give out.
Yeah. Oh, boy.
So let's play the game, shall we? You got time, Drew?
Sure.
All right.
What game are we playing again?
We're going to play 1 second song. And that's where I fool the YouTube algorithm into thinking I didn't play the entire song, because I didn't.
Gotcha.
But these are actual real themes. Oh, Kelly. So these are 1 second songs from TV themes from your era and his era. Okay?
Gotcha.
Half and half. So,
Okay.
Kelly, you want to talk some smack?
Drew, if you think that little plastic drone you've got is as tough as nails, brother, you haven't faced me yet. I'm the brick wall that plastic drone crashes into every time you go out. You keep drinking your wine. You keep drinking your beer, having your fun with your little toy helicopters, brother, because I'm going to bring it. The 10 pounds of gold is on my shoulder. It's going to be staying there, and you're going to join the long list of losers. I'm going to give you one chance to back out and hang up right now. You can click the off button and hang up and leave the show with some dignity if you want to. If not, prepare to face your embarrassment.
Oh, my God. And your reply, sir. Your reply.
Oh, you talk a big game, brother.
Oh, no.
Let's see you put your money where your mouth is.
Oh, man. Fantastic. Let's go ahead and do 1 second song. By the way, the prize is either a set of GemFan Moonlight light up FPV props, or a box of Poop Like a Champion. Either or. So let's go ahead and pick me. All right. So I'm going to pick someone. Drew will pick someone. Kelly will pick someone in the chat. Okay. Just pick a username. Don't say it out loud. Write it down. And then.
Oh my God. This is nuts.
Yeah. So I'm going to pick someone who will definitely win. All right? So I'm going to pick someone who will definitely win. If Drew's person wins, they get the GemFan.
Oh my gosh, your chat is exploding right now.
If Kelly wins, you're going to win Poop Like a Champion.
Okay.
Is it because Kelly's older and he can use...
who we picked?
No, don't say. Just write them down.
Okay.
And I'm going to pick someone... I'm going to write mine down.
All right, I actually should write it down. Okay. I don't... Man.
Yeah, because we're going to mention it later.
Gotcha. Okay.
All right? So let's do this. It's 1 second song.
It's a song, it's a song, it's a 1 second song. So it's way too short for you to try to sing along. It's a song, it's a song, it's a 1 second song. Take a guess and see if you're right or wrong. It's a song, it's a song, it's a 1 second song. You can win a prize made in Hong Kong.
I think these are actually made in Hong Kong, or Shenzhen, probably, I should say. But, all right, so you can play along at home. Now, I'm going to trust you two to not look at the chat, because you'll be tempted to use some of their answers. So, Kelly, if you'll just close your chat, and Drew, if you'll close your chat, then,
Okay.
All right. So, here we go. Use your...
Wait, what do we do? Do we just shout it out as soon as we think we know it?
Use your name as your buzzer.
And the category is TV theme songs?
TV theme songs. All right?
Wait, what do you mean use my name?
Just say Drew. Say I know it.
If you wanna,
Okay.
Yeah.
Or Kelly. All right? Here we go. Here is your first 1 second TV theme.
14 billion years.
Oh,
Kelly.
yeah, Drew.
Yes, Kelly?
Big Bang Theory?
Correct. Wow. Wow.
Okay.
Kelly, you're keeping score, right? Okay.
Drew, if you want to play with the big boys
man.
and take home the best prize in the sport, you got to be ready to bring it.
Oh, boy. Somebody's going to eat a Slim Jim. All right. Here's the next 1 second TV theme. Use your name as your buzzer.
Kelly.
Yes, Kelly? Yes.
I dream of Jeannie.
Correct. Wow. Wow. You've heard that before. You've heard the right? You've heard that one. Oh.
Drew, it's time to take another sip of wine and drown your sorrows, brother. You're getting so far behind. I don't think you can ever catch up and chase it with some beer while you're at it.
He's our guest, man. We got to be nice to we got to give him at least 1 point. All right. All right, here we go. Here is the next 1 second song, you guys.
Drew.
Yes, Drew?
Happy Days.
No! Chance to steal, Kelly.
One more time. I don't think I know it.
Wow. People in the chat got it. That's How I Met Your Mother.
Ah, great show.
I never watched that one.
You never watched that one? Okay. Okay. Here is the next 1 second song for you.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Dude, I am pop culture illiterate.
Ah, come on, you know this.
I don't know.
All right, Drew, think of an answer over here. Think of an answer over here and go with the middle.
Over Malcolm in the Middle.
Yes, correct. Ah, he's on the board. He's on the board. Yes. Right.
I think we've got a dirty referee in the ring.
No, we got a polite host. That's what we have. All right. Here is your next 1 second song.
Tryna be lazy.
What? I tried to pick ones from your era.
Tryna be lazy.
What is this Ed Sheeran crap? What is that?
Sorry, Ed. Ed watches the stream. Sorry, Ed. Sorry, Mr. Sheeran.
Does he?
No, I don't know. Probably not. No.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe he could.
Tryna be lazy.
I feel like this is some stupid like Degrassi or One Tree Hill or something.
Correct.
Like
Correct.
What,
you got
Degrassi?
it. One Tree Hill. You got it. That's your point. He got it. One Tree Hill. Oh man.
What the?
Yeah. So I could take 1 second from anywhere in the theme. Just know that it's not always just the beginning.
Okay.
All right. So now, do you watch Nick at Night? Then you'll get some of the older ones.
Yeah, I want that. Yeah, give me Nick at Night.
All right, here we go.
Kelly?
Yes, Kelly?
Gomer Pyle?
Incorrect. Chance to steal. True. Chance to steal.
I don't know. Andy Griffith Show?
No.
No.
Hogan's Heroes.
No. Oh, I never
Hogan's
saw
Heroes.
that.
Hey, a little fun fact about Hogan's Heroes. Wasn't it Bob Crane? He was murdered with a tripod. Here's a little photo fun fact for you.
Gotta respect that.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Wasn't that a fun fact? All right. Boy, this is an older one, but here you go.
Kelly?
Yes, Kelly?
Rockford Files?
No. Chance to steal, Drew.
What? I don't know, man. Frickin'.
'Cause it's you, girl, and you should know it.
I don't know, man.
Ah, that's all right.
Nothing.
It's Mary Tyler Moore. Yeah, that's an older one. Okay. Okay. I guarantee that 30-something Drew will get this.
Okay.
All right. Here, listen close. Okay. Just a few left. What's the score, Kelly?
We're tied at 2 apiece.
Oh, brother! Okay, here we go.
Brother.
And just know that if there's a tie, the winner is decided by the coin of destiny. All right? Here's your next 1 second song.
When you're famous, it can be kind of fun.
It's more than 1 second, but.
Kelly.
No. Yes, Kelly?
Hannah Montana.
Oh, my God. Yes. And you know that because you have children.
When you're famous, it can be kind of fun.
Ugh, God, I hate her so much.
What did she ever do to you? She's just being Miley.
You're right. You're right. I can't be hating on Miley. All right. Although I did meet her father, Billy Ray Cyrus.
Yeah?
He was a nice guy. Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, super nice guy. All right, here's the next 1 second song.
Manly men.
Kelly.
Yes, Kelly?
Two men and a kid,
Nope.
or 3 men and a baby.
Chance to Steal, Drew.
Manly men.
You know this. He
2.5 Men?
Yes, correct. Yeah. Are we tied again?
3 apiece.
Oh, Kelly's worried now. Kelly's worried. You better get that belt polish out. Oh,
You talk a lot of smack.
Oh, yeah, you do. All right. Here we deer in headlights from Drew on this one. Here you go.
Can't do a little cause you can't do enough. Can't do a little cause you can't do enough.
That is a Sid and Marty Krofft joint. Come on, people over 50.
Can't do a little cause you can't do enough.
Neither one of you. All right. That's fine. That was HR Puffin Stuff.
Oh.
Which was a bath salt fever dream TV show for kids. That was like height of the 60s. Let's do drugs and put on costumes kind of thing.
Sounds like a cereal. Puffin Stuff.
HR Puffin Stuff. They are delicious. Yes. They stay crisp in milk. All right, so here's the next one. There's 2 left. Okay. 2 left. And it's tied?
Tied at 3 up.
All right, here it is. This was at the height of the 3-minute long 80s theme song.
Kelly?
Yeah?
Everybody Loves Raymond?
No. Chance to Steal, Drew.
That's some police show.
Yes, correct. That's some police show.
What?
Yeah.
No, I said some police
That counts.
show.
It's
What's it? It's called Some Police
I know,
Show.
I'm trying to give you the benefit of the doubt.
That
So
does not count.
No, that doesn't count. But that was some police show
No,
called
it just sounds like some sort of policey, sort of like buddy cop.
You're absolutely right. That was Cagney and Lacey. It was 2 buddy girl cops.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Cagney and Lacey. Don't Google what they look like today, because you'll be disappointed, guys. All right. Here's the last one, and I feel this will be a race for the win. Okay? Wow, everybody in the chat's doing really well. Here it is, the last 1 second TV theme.
Kelly.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, yes, Kelly.
Barney Miller?
Ooh, Chance to Steal, Drew.
Seinfeld.
No!
Right?
No,
not. That wasn't Seinfeld.
no.
That wasn't.
Chance to Steal, Kelly.
Can I hear it one more time?
That's not Seinfeld.
No. You're gonna kick yourself.
I know it's.
Wow. Okay, it looks like it's up to the coin of destiny.
Wait, what was it?
Night Court.
Wow, what
What
a
is Night
terrible
Court?
show.
No, that is Seinfeld.
Come on, you've got one more theme song. Let's not leave it up to the coin of destiny.
No, it's up to the coin. It's up to the coin.
To the Kern.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. People say that you look like the guy, Kelly, from Night Court, don't they? Yeah, you do. All right. So I'm gonna call it in the air, or you call it. Who wants to call it? Drew, you're our guest. You call it in the air, okay?
Okay.
And call it. Wait, that's not it.
What kind of rigged coin is that?
Did you call heads?
Call heads.
Drew wins! Drew wins! Wow! Oh my gosh, I did not think that you would have pulled that out. That is absolutely amazing. Amazing.
You talk a lot of crap, but the coin has spoken.
Oh, the coin has spoken, Kelly.
And you went down, Kelly.
Kelly, hand over that belt right now. You hand him that belt.
Hand it over here. Just hand it.
There you go.
Side do you want?
There you go. All right. So, who won the Gem Fan? Drew, who was the person you picked?
I wrote it on sandpaper. Johnny D. FPV.
Johnny D. FPV. Congratulations. And what the hell? We'll give somebody else a prize. Kelly, who wins Poop like a champion. Helicopter. That's a great username. Congratulations, Helicopter. And I picked 400 AGL and you win nothing. But I love you, Mel. All right. Well, that was awesome. That was a lot of fun. Thank you, Drew, for your time today. Is there anything you'd like to say as we part company, sir?
I just no, I got nothing.
Words
I
of
got
wisdom.
nothing after all that energy.
Okay, that's good. There's links to Drew's stuff in the description. Check out him and Rotor Riot and the LaDrib channel and all that. And if you're thinking about getting into FPV, he's the guy to talk to. Among everyone else in the FPV community, you can always use any of us for a resource. Thank you very much, sir. We appreciate you being on.
Thanks for having me, guys.
All right, man.
It's fun to hang out.
All right, we'll see you later.
See ya.
All right, see ya. How about that dude? Huh?
That was an embarrassment, a disgrace, and a conspiracy contest if I've ever seen one.
Are you
I need a rematch against that young punk as soon as possible. Quite possibly next week on the show, because he ripped that right out from under me. Between you and him, I don't know who was conspiring more, but that was an absolute disgrace.
Are you saying it was a Ken-spiracy?
100%.
I thought for sure he looked like he really knew what it was. I thought it was night. When he said Seinfeld, I was like, no.
I was a little disappointed in myself.
I can't believe he didn't get Night Court.
Some of the ones I should have gotten.
Cheer us up with an awesome joke.
I'll try to. Here it goes.
All right, what you got?
What do you call a can opener that doesn't work?
What?
A can't opener? Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I know.
Wow.
Man.
Wow.
I lost the gold belt. What more do you expect
That's
from me?
fine. As the train goes by, we're going to get into viewer videos, and there's a lot of them. Do we even have time? We're going to blow through these. But before I do that, people have been sending in their pictures of how they watch TNL. And so let's go through them right now. This is Steve Horvat, I believe. This is how he watches the show. On the big screen. Thank you, Steve. Joe Fotolego. That's how he watches. I met him. We hung out in Nashville. And this is SKS Video Guy. That's how he watches. A lot of people watch on the big screen, apparently. And then this is Rain Fan Man, I think. Rail Fan Man. I'm sorry. Rail Fan Man. He's got the chat on one screen and the show on another. That's a good way to do it. And
I got a feeling I just told a joke right there.
Yeah, and Wayne does it too. This is how Wayne watches. This is Kyle Jones. Man, it's a loud ass train. Remember that? That was the pose you did.
Yeah.
For this very reason. So, very good, Kyle. This is Neil Reyes watching the show right there. Quentin Thompson. That's how and he's got a checklist. Ken Heron's TNL member. Check. Subscribe. Check. Watch every video of Ken's. Check. Hit the like button and all. Check. So thank you. This is Jamie. I guess he's watching on his phone as he's flying the drone.
Nice.
I guess you can do that. Ed Cartwright. This is how he watches. And just an extra picture. This is from Spin Up. This is Captain Ray posing by my cop car. He sent that to me. Thank you, Captain Ray, and everybody for sending those in. If you want to send in a picture or a card or a gold brick or something, you can. Send the gold bricks here. Okay. But if you want to just email something, you can send it here. KenHeronUpload@gmail.com. All right. So I've got a lot. Kelly, how much time you got?
5 minutes.
Oh hell. After all of that, that was a lot of stress. I think especially you, having lost to that little whippersnapper, Drew Camden, we probably need to step into the RAS chamber. Let's go ahead and step into the RAS. It's a wonderful place. Nothing goes wrong. Everybody is friends. All those sores that you have are healed. Your taxes are done. That's right.
Wait a minute. You're allowed in the RAS if you have sores?
If you have open sores, they will close. The Raz also cures herpes.
I may jump in later when everybody's out.
Oh, hell, throw your dog in. It's a good flea dip, too. But there's one rule in the Raz, and one rule only, and what is that rule, sir?
No farting in the Raz.
There's no farting in the Raz! So sit back and enjoy. G-Man? What the hell, man? I just said. Did you hear that? It was G-Man. He was just chilling there, and then he went like this. He went, I knew he was going to do it before he did it. Shame on you, G-Man. You know the rules. All right. Let's start blowing through these videos. The first one is a West Coast vacation, and it's very lovely. Hello, Ken. Sorry to see you have been suffering with a kidney stone. Those are no fun. I took an epic West Coast vacation back in September. We were able to stay out there for about 25 days, and I was able to get some great footage. Hope you enjoy it. I used a Mavic 2 Pro. Thanks, John Nagel. Isn't that lovely?
That is beautiful.
Next time I have a kidney stone flare-up, I'm going to watch this. It's super relaxing.
As you should.
You see what's on the rock?
What are those things?
Look at that. That's shark dinner. Is that walruses? Is that, wait, the plural
Are
of
they
walrus?
seals or walrus?
Sea lions? Are they walrus? Is the plural of walrus walri?
That's it. W-A-L-R-I. Walri.
Walri. That's what I thought.
Ooh, that's beautiful.
That really is.
You know, for the money, I'd say the Mavic 2 Pro is maybe the best drone on the market. The Mavic 3 is going to be so overpriced. I know it's going to be amazing, but for the cost, it's to me, it's just not worth it.
Yeah, and you know what else? The everybody's going to want to get the Cine version of it because apparently it's so much better. You know, it's got that 1 terabyte onboard thing.
Right.
I held the Mavic 3. I got a video of me with the Mavic 3. I was able to hold one.
In a loving embrace?
In a loving embrace at spin up. Yeah, here's me and the 3. Isn't that lovely? Oh, that's not it. I don't know what's going on with my computer here. Oh, here it is. Here it is. I'd like you to meet someone. I'll be there by 8:30. No, that's who I want. Hey, him, but yeah, him. Okay, but oh, look at this. Look at that. Pretty, and he's pretty too. But this. All right, let me see. Oh yeah.
It's all battery.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's actually. The address
Look at that.
to the park. It's a 44,000 square foot park.
Oh.
Once you're there, it's actually a GPS location.
Even the propellers feel more expensive.
There are.
Wow.
I'm gonna post the link to our.
That's cool.
About the vision sensor, I'm gonna so much better.
Are they? Yeah.
You're going from like that kind of LiDAR style versus like Skydio style now.
Wow. And so the bottom camera is
Just takes care of the whole front, right? They're all
Huh. Can you switch them in flight?
The what? The camera?
Cameras?
Yeah.
Okay. That's cool.
Yeah.
Flight time?
I get 36 minutes. I mean, it's rated for 46, but I got about 36 minutes.
Oh, you can still use the Mavic 2 batteries. That's good.
Yeah.
No, you actually can't. But it is a significantly stronger build.
Had some heft to it.
It had a lot of heft to it, and the construction of it felt expensive. It felt expensive. So, I mean, and I know that was probably the Cine one. I didn't ask him, but I think DJI sent him that. But
did he fly it at spin up or no?
No, and when he gave it to me, he was like, check this out. Because we're in the back of the room. It would have caused a kerfuffle.
Oh, I see.
You know, because that was the only one there. But
Gotcha.
yeah, it was interesting. It was interesting. I mean, in the Cinewhoop one, like $5,000 or something? Isn't that
That's
how
what
much
somebody
it
in
is?
the chat just said. $5,000.
Yes. Let me be the first to say, to hell with that. I mean, but if you know, if you need it, I guess, isn't that what is it? What's the sensor on it? It's 4/3?
I don't know, but that costs more than my car is worth right now.
I think you can get an Inspire 2 for less. Yeah. Anyway, all right. I did say we were going to blow through these videos, didn't I?
Get to blowing.
We're get to blowing. All right. So, this is from Max Air 420. You like his stuff, don't you?
Always.
All right. This is fun with the drift cars. He says, "Hey Ken, hope spin up was fun. I was at the track." Yeah. Yeah. Does this kind of flying appeal to you at all, Kelly?
As far as me doing that, no. Me watching that, yes.
You have no interest in piloting like that?
Nah, too hard.
Yeah, it's too hard. That's, do you teach your kids that way? You're like, you know what? That's too hard. Just don't do it.
No, it's just like playing golf. Golf is too hard. It frustrates me. I'm not good at it, so I don't do it.
Oh, okay. So you don't think you have the capacity to do it even if you tried?
I don't think I'd have the time to
The
put into
patience?
it to make myself a good pilot.
Ah, okay. I guess that makes sense. But that is how I got through high school. I was like, algebra? That's too hard. The hell with that.
Copy.
Right, yeah. Oh my God. If the internet existed when I was in high school, oh, cheat city. That is fantastic stuff. Thank you, sir. Thanks for sending that in. As we continue to blow through the videos, because I want to include as many people as I can. Now, let's take a moment to thank all of our veterans, as it is Veterans Day, and this was sent by Geek Spana. He put this together for Veterans Day. He says, "Hey Ken, recently I was given special permission to fly my drone at a U.S. military cemetery here in the UK. It was my attempt to bring together the UK and the U.S. drone community to give thanks to those brave U.S. souls who made the ultimate sacrifice so that I can walk the land I love today." And here that is.
Made good in France. The word American has a new meaning in Europe. We are proud of the North Americans who risked their lives for the liberty of the world.
He says the entire video was shot with a DJI Mini 2, which I hope shows that you can get good footage from an entry-level drone and that you do not need to be at 400 feet to capture the essence of location. Music is Epidemic Sound, by the way. When you go to these places with so many graves so close to each other, like military cemeteries, you really puts it into perspective how many people we lost during these wars.
You got that right.
Thank you, Geeks Vana, and thanks to all the service members.
Very nicely
done. Thank you for
done.
your service. Yep. Your dad was in the service, wasn't he? Kelly?
He actually fought in World War II. Were he alive today, he would be 101 years old.
Do you know we're only going to have 52,000 World War II veterans by 2025?
Oh, wow. I'm surprised there are that many left.
There's about 250,000 now, but they're disappearing. They're dying at an astonishing rate.
Yeah.
So, you and I grew up like in the 80s. You always see the old guys with like USS, whatever, wearing the hats, and they're all so proud. And you don't see much of that anymore. They're all very elderly and in wheelchairs, and that's sad.
Yep.
But thank God for them.
You got it.
All right. This is from a guy named Sven. Let's go to Hamburg Concert Hall. This is beautiful. He said, "Hey, Ken, enjoy your show again today. It was always funny, like you and your co-host, Jeff, the Beauchart. I send greetings to them all. Last week on Thursday, I made a dream come true. Since I started flying drones, I wanted to fly at the new concert hall in Hamburg. It's such a nice building. I had an appointment to close that spot, so I took my Mini 2 with me, and after meeting there, I used the last 30 minutes of light on that day to make my dream come true. And I was at the right time at the right place. Enjoy the video, Sven." Look at that. The reflection
That's
of
an awesome shot.
Sunset in the building. Wow, that was great. Thanks, Sven. Thanks for sending that in. I always like to see new contributors send stuff in. Again, if you want to send something in, kenheronupload@gmail.com. It doesn't have to be spectacular. It doesn't have to be. It just has to be cool. It could even be a little weird. Like, for instance, I got something from a guy. No explanation. This is just Thanksgiving from D Camp. Is it a little weird? Yeah, it's a little weird. So what I think is happening here is the turkey is riding the Mini and dreaming of being an FPV quad. I think that's what it's happening here. It's like, one day I'll be able to fly like this. So
she believed she could, so
yeah,
she did.
That's it. That was awesome.
That's
Thank
great.
you very much. See, it doesn't have to be spectacular. It can be just creative, like that. Now, Kelly?
Yes?
I'm going to let you decide between these two.
Okay.
Do you want to see a kid on a golf cart or pretty fall stuff?
I'm going to go kid on a golf cart.
All right. Kid on a golf cart. Hey, Ken, my name is Kale. I am 13 years old. I'll go ahead and start this here. I would like to share a clip I got out of my Mini 2. I was flying it behind a moving golf cart on Halloween while my other friends were trick-or-treating. It was very nerve-wracking knowing my dad would kill me if I crashed and damaged the Mini. Best of luck to you in the Popo car, he says. You know, that's one of the harder things to do, is to fly with the drone facing you.
Yeah, everything's backwards. Yep.
Right.
Nicely done, though.
Yeah. Nice job, Kale. Nice job, buddy. Thanks for sending that in. And now, let's see some beautiful fall stuff, shall we?
Okay.
Let's do it. I can tell Kelly's excited. I mean, this is okay. I can take it or leave it.
Hey!
This is from Chuck Blevins. He says, Ken, here's a drone video from my channel I just did Monday. Music is from, well, you know. The drone is the DJI Mavic 2 Pro. is lovely.
Spectacular.
Thank you, Chuck. Thank you, Chuck. Kelly, do you have a joke? Hit us with a joke.
Yeah, you need another joke?
Yeah, hit us. What you got?
What do hillbillies drink from?
What?
Hiccups. Come on, that's pretty good.
Hiccups. Honey, get my hiccup. I see. I see what you did there. Okay. Kelly, you like doggies. In fact, you got one in the room there somewhere, don't you? Or did it?
Yeah, he's up there
Scooby
on my
escape?
pillow asleep.
Okay. All right. So again, this is just something someone sent in, totally unedited. It says, Ken, I'm currently doing time in YouTube jail for a video I posted years ago. That received 2 copyright strikes in one day. So I'm sending this small video just after our Catahoula leopard dog puppy adopted us. She really wanted to get my Mavic Mini. A year later, she can jump straight up 4 feet, which is why I now have a Mini too. So I guess the dog eventually did get the drone. What a cute little muffin. It's going to take you a minute to realize that you can't get through the glass. But thank you for sending that in. I love anything that involves dogs. Love doggies.
I was shooting a house. Of course, I have a real estate job where I do videography, and I was shooting a house about 3 months ago, and there was this old sleepy dog just laying there in the driveway. And I thought, okay, I'll just launch, 10, 15 feet away from him. So I launched the Mavic 2 Pro. Motors are running. Goes maybe a foot in the air. That dog jumps up and knocks it right out of the air. Just slams into it.
Really?
Cut the dog on the ear. Didn't hurt the Mavic 2 Pro, but messed the dog up a little bit.
Do you think the dog will do that again?
I sure hope not, because, man, that could have cost me about $1,300.
For a new dog?
I didn't care about the dog at that point.
Oh, okay, all right. So this is a really short video, and I wasn't even going to share it because it's got like a little bit of copyrighted music in it, and I wish they didn't have it. And also it's vertical video, and you know I get triggered by vertical video. But I'm going to show it anyway because it is funny, and it's called Took the Wife Flying. So many of you are watching this with your wives right now. And you know the wives or girlfriends, they're the ones that want to watch the drone show. You just happen to be along. You know, you'd much rather watch some housewife show or some house flipping show or whatever the hell women are watching these days. But they're the ones that want to watch TNL, right? Maybe not. This is from Paul Stowell. He says, hey, Ken, I took my wife drone flying. Here's how that went.
Yes, I want to go home.
I want to go home.
Welcome to OpenTX.
Yo.
Acro load on.
Have you done now? So I want to go home.
That could have been 2 minutes more or longer. And also next time just take your phone and just landscape it. You know, our eyeballs go this way. TikTokers. You know? Just landscape. It's so easy. So your phone will spin. You know, anyway. All right. Anyway, that was great. Thank you, Paul. I want to go home, she says. How many people in the chat have a wife or girlfriend that actually truly sincerely enjoys flying with you? Let me know. Be happy to know that. No? Kelly, does your wife have any interest at all? At zero. Why do you think that is? Have you not gotten her excited in it, or is she just not capable of knowing the joy that
she watches some of my videos and feigns interest?
Feigns? Well, that's love right there. When they can feign, and you'll buy the lie, won't you? You'll be like,
oh, absolutely.
I know she's lying, but I choose to believe it. All right. So this one is from Chuck Kovac, and not a lot of explanation with it. It just has to do with Scotland. So enjoy Scotland stuff. So I guess that's his wife. She's calibrating the compass of a drone she has under her dress, clearly.
She's calibrating her skirt.
She's calibrating her skirt. That's how you do it. Sorry, Chuck. Wow. I am Scottish, and I really need to go to the homeland one of these times. I think if I ever went to Scotland, I would just laugh all the time when people are talking. Say something else. I love the Scottish accent. I would go and just listen to a college lecture about atoms or just anything, you know, like sea turtles. I'd be like, yeah, okay, the sea turtles. Yeah, just keep on talking. Yes,
I have legitimately been working on my Scottish accent. If you want me to throw it out there tonight, I can. If not, we can wait till next week if you don't have time for it.
Legitimately?
Absolutely, 100% legitimately working on it.
Let's hear that genuine, authentic Scottish accent.
You're going to think you're in Scotland while I'm talking to you. But believe me or not, this is my legit 100% Scottish accent.
Let's hear it.
Always have to be Lucky Charms. They're magically delicious.
I knew you were going to do that. I knew it was going to be Lucky Charms. That's what he does every time. Every time. Hey, Kelly, do your German accent.
Hi.
Oh, I thought you were going to do Lucky Charms again. All right. Okay. You know what? I know my morning show partner is waiting for us.
Is he still waiting? There's no way he's still waiting.
There's no way he's still waiting, but let's call him right now because he has an interesting story about a bird strike. Let me go ahead and call him. He's probably asleep on the... Yeah, no, he's probably gone. Let me go ahead and add him in there. We'll just add him and see if...
There's absolutely... What's the odds he answers?
20%. 20%. Let's see if he answers. Yeah, he's not going to answer. He's gone. I'm going to talk to him. I'm going to talk to him in a few hours and be like, Ken, I waited. You made me watch your whole damn show.
I think he's there.
Oh, really? Ladies and gentlemen, Jason Crockett. Jason Crockett. Man.
I am here. I'm here.
Oh.
And I just wanted to go ahead and tell you, Kelly, I've never been treated very fairly from the coin of destiny either. I understand your pain on that.
Yeah.
Okay. I think there was some cheering in the press box a little bit there. I don't think Ken treated you very fair either. I'm really upset about it.
Kind of weird how that always works out.
Yeah. And I'm sorry, Jason. I didn't forget you.
Yeah. You're like, Ken gives me crap every morning about me giving the time out. Every time I open the microphone, well, apparently he can't tell time, so it's a good thing I have been doing this because it was supposed to be on at 8 o'clock.
What did I say 8? Well,
yeah.
I mean, there's Jason Crockett fans out there right now, so I was just kind of,
I'm sure,
making them wait. But so
Jason, is that a Heisman Trophy in the background? I had no idea you were a Heisman Trophy winner. What year was that from?
Oh, cool.
Heisman Trophy. No. Are you talking about my clock? Is that what you're talking about?
Oh, it's a clock. Okay, my bad.
Are those?
You get tired, but yeah.
Are those naked people on the clock?
I had to fight some lady at a Goodwill in East St. Louis for that. So it's a true story.
So, Jason, the reason why we're having you on tonight is because you're an aviator, you're a manned pilot.
Right.
And you had an incident that I thought was very interesting and kind of rare. What happened?
Well, it is kind of rare, although I guess it's surprising that it's so rare because, birds are also aviators as well.
Yeah.
So,
right.
But we were flying along. We were at 2,500 feet, which is pretty low for manned aviation. I know. I really feel sorry for you guys having to stick around 400, but 2,500 is pretty low for us. And we're out there flying along, and I see this bird. He's over to the right of the airplane. And then all of a sudden, he comes flying around, and I'm not kidding. This bird, he put his wings out just like this, and his eyes were this big around.
Oh.
And then splat.
But he tried to hit the brakes.
He did. He tried everything to hit the brakes,
so
and it didn't work out for him.
Bird had the collision avoidance on, but he was going too fast.
He didn't have his ADS-B working. He didn't have he wasn't talking to air traffic control. He was doing none of these things.
How fast do you think the bird impacted the plane? Your combined speed.
How fast do birds go? I'm going to guess the birds travel probably 30 or 40 miles an hour. I guess.
And how fast were you going?
Guess.
How fast
were we going?
Yeah.
I'm going to say about 115. So it was probably about 145 mile an hour collision.
Well, here's the result.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. And
Now-
he didn't just deflect off of there. He became part of the plane.
Can you show that full screen?
Yeah.
I can zoom in. Yeah, I can. Let me zoom in here.
Oh.
Now I want to tell you something I didn't know about whatever animal. There was blood everywhere. Bless its heart. It was everywhere. It was all over the back of the plane. Just a mess.
Yeah.
And inside the engine cowling, it's terrible.
Oh yeah, there's blood. This is there's what is that, brain?
Yeah, well,
There's a little bit of brain
Probably.
there.
The last thing that went through that poor bird's head, other than the airplane, was oh no.
Yeah, I mean, what kind of bird?
You know the last thing that went through his head. You know what that was, don't you?
His bird ass. That's what went through there. Yeah. But what kind of bird was that?
I don't know. Dead one. Yeah.
How bad could that have caused some problems for you, or did it?
Well, I'll tell you what happened. Right inside the cowling of the airplane there's what they call the prop governor. And it keeps this prop from spinning too fast, I guess, in layman's terms. But the prop actually turns so that you can get a different bite of the air. And so he actually went in, when he went in there head first, his head took out the prop governor. And so we lost RPMs. And I'm really surprised we didn't lose altitude, but we were able to stay in the air until we got to where we were going. But
God, there's
believe me,
blood.
I was looking for places to land. I was looking for bean fields and highways and everything else.
There's blood everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
What do you have to...
I honestly, I thought that he was coming in the plane with us. I didn't it took me a minute to realize that he was actually stuck in the cowling. I thought he was coming in the windshield.
Right. Now, what do you have to do to the plane to make sure it's airworthy? I mean, are you worried about engine stuff, or what do you have to do after a bird strike like this?
Well, on this one, we're gonna replace the prop governor. That's the first thing.
Right.
And we had I know this sounds nasty if anybody's having dinner or whatever, but there was lots of roasted bird all throughout the engine. I mean, it was everywhere. That piece of that bird went everywhere. It's unbelievable.
Were you able to locate its skull?
No, but I did locate one of his feet, I guess. His talons, or whatever you want to call it, were as big as my 3 fingers. I mean, he's huge. It was a big bird. I don't know if it wasn't a buzzard or anything that big, but it wasn't a little sparrow or a cardinal or anything.
And what was your height at this strike?
2,500.
Do birds typically fly up there?
Yeah, especially this time of year. And I'm certainly no bird person, but my understanding is during mating seasons they fly higher to mate. At least certain species do. So.
Okay.
Anyway, but that's a lesson learned for me. If you want to avoid this sort of thing, you fly higher. There was no reason for me to be slumming around at 2,500. That's one of the reasons why for you guys in the drone world, I don't understand why they keep you at 400 feet. No, nobody's flying at 400 feet in a manned airplane unless they're taking off or landing. I mean,
have you ever seen a drone in your many years of flying while you're in the plane?
No, not if I at least I didn't recognize it. There may have been drones right next to me, but I mean, they're so small. It just buzzed right past them. I wouldn't know if I saw one, probably.
All right, let me ask you this. If it had been a drone instead of a bird that hit in that spot, would it have been worse? I mean, less blood.
I doubt it. I don't know this. I would think, let me see. I have a drone here.
Yeah.
All right. I would think that this thing would be so fragile it would break into pieces rather than just plunk onto the cowling, I don't know.
Right.
We could try that. Here, I'll throw this on the floor really hard. This is a high-quality drone, by the way. I think we got this at Kohl's.
Yeah, you make sure that's registered. Yeah. But, okay, cool.
By the way, can we get to a couple of comments in the chat real quick?
Yes, please.
Number 1 from Genesee, who says, Is JC's hair a little bit better than Ken's? Ken, your thought, if any.
I'm always complimenting his hair because it's so perfectly coiffed all the time. No matter what kind of day he's having, a bad day, a good day, it's always the same. It's almost as if he's got some sort of hair press mold machine at his house that makes it into that little Dairy Q thing happening there.
You know, I am the chairman of the board of barbering, so hair is very important. I have to.
That's true.
Look at it. This is
nice.
He does.
It looks exactly the same, doesn't it?
Once in a while, we have to take Mondays off because he goes to his barber meetings where he makes haircuts great again.
That's right. Just making haircuts great again.
Yes, Kelly.
And number two, D&D Aerial Views in the chat wants to know if there's any update on the creepy doll in your attic, JC.
Oh, perfect. Yes.
Golly, that doll.
Yeah.
It's still there. Ken did see the doll. What?
I'm just setting the mood.
Scary music.
Yeah.
No, the doll's still there. I'm not touching the doll. I've learned a couple things in life from all the scary movies I've seen. You never open a door with a skeleton key.
Right.
If a little girl comes crawling out of a well, you don't play the videotape she's got. And under no circumstances do you mess with dolls. If you see a creepy doll at an old flea market or something, leave it there. Don't get it. Don't bring it.
But I can get a team into your house to remove the creepy doll from your attic. Wouldn't that be?
She's not bothering me. Everything is fine. We've made peace with the doll being up there. She's pinned under that piece of wood, and that's fine with me.
And that's the only thing keeping her from murdering you in your sleep.
I believe that's true.
Okay, wonderful. Well, I'm glad you survived the bird strike.
I don't know what keeps happening to me. I wound up in a soybean field once. Then a bird strike. I almost got took out by some trees on takeoff one day. Maybe the writing's on the wall here.
Next time you need to negotiate with the birds before they go on strike.
By the way, while I was watching your show go on, even though I was supposed to be on at 8, I've been here waiting. While I was watching your show go on, I noticed you're talking about the FAA, and I just want to let you know, in manned aviation, we've got a little slogan that we talk about them, and I think it's fitting for you all as well.
Okay.
Just remember, the FAA is not happy until you're not happy.
That's good advice. That's good advice. Yeah. And stay away from those birds, would you? Okay.
Don't you know about the bird where everybody knows that the bird is the weather where the bird.
Where's Jeff?
The bird's the weather where the bird. The bird's the weather where the bird. The bird's the weather where the bird.
By the way, I don't know if you've noticed or not. I don't think I have my camera aimed.
She's not done singing, Jason.
The bird's the weather. Don't you know about?
All right, she's done. Yes.
She was not done singing. I didn't aim my camera just right, but I don't know if you saw behind me.
Yeah. What do you got?
It's black and white because I'm too cheap to buy a good printer. But there's the Beauchart on my wall here.
Oh, you got Beauchart on your wall?
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic!
Right there underneath the naked ladies with the clock.
Well, that's if he had to choose anywhere in your room to be, that's where he would choose to be.
That's right.
Jason, anywhere in that room or on those walls is my picture hung?
No.
I'm sorry.
You're not going to be on his wall either.
Yeah.
Jason, we go way back to the late 90s and early 2000s. Why is my picture not there?
Well, I don't know. But I do want to point out that back in the early, whenever that was, I was very young and you were the boss. I just want to point that out.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. Very nice. I'm sorry.
Yeah. All right. Well, Jason, I will talk to you for the morning show on Rock 98.3 WJLI, Paducah, Kentucky.
By the way, weren't you supposed to be gone tomorrow, Ken? You were supposed to be gone, weren't you?
Oh, and he's gone. Oh, that's a shame. Oh, that's a damn shame. Oh, he's just gone. I don't know what happened to him. Jason, you still there? Jason? Oh, damn it, he's gone. Nah, son of a gun. I don't know what happened. No, thanks, Jason. Thanks, buddy. I'll talk to you a little bit. Oh, pick my scabs, will you? All right. We got just a few more videos. You got time? I know it's a little after 9. We're going a little long, Kelly. You okay? Heavy. You gonna be all right? You gonna be all right?
Yeah.
All right. I do want to get these in. Okay.
Do I get time and a half after 9 o'clock?
Of course. You get hazard pay. Yes.
Yes.
All right. So this is from Jamie Barry, and it's Jamie Barry Good. All right.
Yeah.
This is a Spanish quarry. It's a very short little video, but it's lovely. Hey, Ken, here's a video of an abandoned quarry here in Spain that was filled with water because some interior caves were collapsing, destroying the town above. And that's it. See how fast that was? See, that wasn't painful at all, but I wanted to show it. Yeah, always send me more video than I need, if you want. So I am gonna have to save these for next week. I'm gonna put some of these in foil and save them for next week. Let's see. No, not that one. No. You know what? The viewer video of the week will win some Freewell filters from freewellgear.com, and it's time to give them away right now. And the winner of this week's viewer video of the week is Dmitry Efmarov. He's from Estonia. And he's got an Estonian lighthouse, and that is the viewer video of the week. Enjoy. Here it is. He says the construction of the first lighthouse on the peninsula on the island of something I can't pronounce started in 1646. The initial timber structure was replaced with a stone building in 1650, and the lighthouse was privately owned until 1737, after which it was managed by the state. The rectangular structure was reconstructed in 1770 and built higher in 1807. The lighthouse then survived World War I, although the wooden ceilings and staircase were gutted by fire. Unfortunately, in 1944, the whole structure was destroyed. A temporary wooden tower was constructed in 1949, which served until 1960, and when it was replaced by concrete that you see here today. It's got a whole sordid history.
Wow.
Looks like a great place for FPV, doesn't it?
Yeah, whatever.
Whatever? Whatever? Kelly, what if I bought you a DJI POS? Would you fly it?
Absolutely not.
Ah, good man. Good man, good man.
That's a beautiful spot right there.
It really is. Great subject matter. It's really important. He had to drive to get to this place, you know. Can't just shoot out your back window. Your back porch, unless you're Jake Sloan. Jake the Snake
Jake
Sloan.
the Snake Sloan.
And, you know, then you live in a National Geographic documentary in Alaska.
Right.
So, before we go, I do have to thank our good buddies at RemotePilot101.com. Jason Shepard, the 2-watch wearing, spray-on tan having. I don't know if it's spray. I don't think it's spray.
He lives in Florida. That's not a spray.
It's genuine. It's a genuine tan. There you go. RemotePilot101.com. Become legal schmiegel, because the FAA, oh boy, they'll get you. Oh, they'll get you. You can get away with it a few times, but eventually they'll get you. In furtherance of a business, they are not joking around. So
FAA's not happy until you're not happy.
That is their slogan, yes. RemotePilot101.com. Use Heron18 as the code for 30% off, and that'll knock it down to something very reasonable. It's like $104 or something, but then you have it for life. Then you can use it as a resource and all these video lessons that are updated as the FAA changes their rules and updates things. Then you will be updated. You will have the knowledge to get out there and make money legally, and then you can thumb your nose at all those people that don't know as much as you do, which is really the fun part. Getting that ID thing that says I'm certified 107 and going nyeh, nyeh, and picking up chicks too. Because if you have one of those and you go to a bar, you know, maybe the Rock Johnson is there, but you walk up with your Part 107 card, she's gonna be like, sorry, Rock, I'm with this guy. So
I'm with the pilot.
I'm with the pilot, that's right. RemotePilot101.com. Use Heron18, Jason Shepard. He's an awesome instructor. Love you, mean it. Right, Kelly? Right. Excellent. All right. I guess that's about it. There's a couple more little things that I wanted to mention. And Kelly, you wanted to check your YouTube, see if you got your subscribers that you requested earlier in the show.
I was 3 away from 2,000. Let's see where we are right now. We are at 2,028.
Hey, look at that. Now, before we go, I bought a cop car. And I took it to Texas to spin up. And Ed Ricker flew his FPV through it. And I had a little kid land on the hood. It was fun.
What?
Here that is, yeah.
In the window of my cop car?
You want me to?
Yeah. Both windows are open. Look out.
Get out of the way. You want to try it?
This way. I'm going to try and go all the way through the cop car. Yeah.
All right.
And stop.
Oh, look out.
Stop target.
Ready? Hold on, yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's not like he's going to damage it.
Got that too.
Oh, excellent. Ed, you
I guess you weren't worried, right?
Right.
You're doing a good job, Chloe.
This is Chloe, and she's flying her Mini 2.
Of the guys. She dropped it in the middle of them.
Can you land on my cop car?
Get up.
I told her to land on the hood of the cop car, and she did
Land
it.
on my cop car. You can do it. To the right. A little bit to the right. You're right. There you go. Right there. Now just bring it down. Now hold. Bring it down. Straight down. Straight down.
Nice.
Good job.
Now can I take a turn? Landed it. Almost center of the hood.
Excellent.
Good job.
I knew she took off again.
Such a fun day hanging out with everybody. I think I played just about everything. Kelly, you have the last word, and go.
The last word is Drew Camden. It was a pleasure meeting you tonight and having you on the show, but brother, the rematch is coming. And you know there's no place you can run. There's no place you can hide. Because when I come back, there won't be a conspiracy. It's going to be death by 1 second song.
Oh, man. All right. I think you do deserve a rematch on that. It was very close. Neck and neck. And I guess that's it. Thanks, everybody, for watching, and bye-bye.
We hope you enjoyed the show half as much as you would have if it had been twice as good.
Big thanks to everyone who has supported the show and the channel with the super chats and just by being here, especially you Europeans who are staying up late. Appreciate that. Thanks to Drew Camden for being on from Rotor Riot. Check out the links in the description if you want to get into FPV. There are many helpful flyers to help you out. Jeff Sills with the news. Thanks, Jeff Sills. Thanks to my morning show partner, Jason Crockett, for sharing his birdie story. And is there anybody else I'm forgetting? I think no, that covers it. Oh, no, thank you, Kelly, for being a co-host. And you're coming back next week, right? 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 Oh no, he froze at the very last minute. Well, I'll get back with him. He's got that lousy backwards bandwidth. We'll find out if he's gonna be back next week. Until then, buh and bye.
to kill like a processed meat. Enjoy pigeon jerky, and you'll give your family a treat. It's got this nutrition to help them grow, and it's full of fiber to make them grow. You'll enjoy pigeon jerky.
Yeah. That was so funny.
You'll enjoy Thursday Night Live with Ken Heron and Kelly, Jeff and Ashley too. There'll be fun and quizzes and Kelly's misses. The bird is the word in the news. It's the #1 live stream, it's got pizzazz. There's only one rule, don't fart in the rats. If you think it's funny, super chat some money, 'cause TNL is here for you. Yeah!